Hi there, and welcome back to Tools for Self-Improvement. I'm Roxana, your coach and psychologist, and today I want to start with you the discussion of setting healthy boundaries. Now, this is a complex, important topic, so we're going to break it down into smaller components. And today, I want to give you a strategy that can help you get you started in this process of setting healthy boundaries and limits for yourself. Now, our needs and our desires are important. Expressing and fulfilling them can bring us a greater sense of balance in our lives while helping us remain authentic to ourselves. But we all know that the process of balancing our needs with the needs of the people around us can be a very complex and complicated one, and sometimes it can bring a lot of stress and negative emotions. So for this reason, in order for us to become more confident in how we set boundaries, it's important that we start with ourselves. And it will be even easier if we start with those activities and those behaviors that are a bit easier to change and that require less effort for us to implement in our lives. So for all of these reasons, we're going to create a no list. That means that in this no list, I'm going to put everything that I believe is interfering with my productivity, with my energy during the day, with my efficiency, with how I manage my time. So all the behaviors that I think are not helpful for me necessarily, I'm going to try to put them on my no list, and I'm going to try to be persistent and consistent in not doing them anymore. One of the big categories that we can think about when it comes to this is how we separate ourselves from work. So on your no list, it can be not answering emails or phone calls after 7 o'clock. So I'm done with my work day. I'm not going to check my work email, or if I see that a colleague or a client is calling, I'm going to try not to answer because my work day is done. So I want to separate that from other activities that I'm doing in the evening. I can also apply that when it comes to lunch, dinner, or breakfast. So when I'm having my meals, I'm going to try not to let work interrupt that behavior, independent of if I'm doing that with my family or other people, or I'm just eating alone. It's important that I can take a bit of time for myself and actually enjoy my meals. And I can also apply that to the weekend. So if I can, I'm going to try to separate Sunday and Saturday and let them be work-free days. Sometimes that's not possible, but so maybe I can just have one day a week where I don't work at all. Or if that's not possible also, we can have half a day when I say Saturday afternoon or Sunday morning. I just reserve it for other types of activities that I can enjoy myself. So those are the things that can go on my no list that are related to work. Other types of things on my list can be I don't go to activities, workshop, trainings, meetups, whatever they are, social gatherings that don't interest me, that I'm not curious about or passionate about. Sometimes we just go to those because we think we should, or that we have to, or we feel social pressure. But if they're not interesting to us, we should just keep them off our lists. And the last example could be I'm not going to commit to things that I don't have the energy, resources, and time for. And that means I have to be a bit more in touch with how I'm feeling and how my reserves and resources are, how full my batteries are, and just adapt as I go so I can say no to some of the things that I don't want to do. So see which of these examples can help you and which of them you can put on your list. And as you will put it into practice, you're going to start to feel more confident in the idea of setting healthy boundaries. So you will be able to move up to some of more complex behaviors where more of our emotions can be involved. For example, like how I can separate myself from the things that I cannot control, how I can say no in a conversation, how I stop taking responsibility for other people's feelings, emotions, and behaviors. So a lot of other things related to how we set healthy boundaries. But for now, I want us to focus on having a no list and starting with that. And I hope you give this strategy a try and let me know how it goes. And if you have difficulties with setting healthy boundaries in your life, please reach out and we can make a plan of working together. Until next time, I want to leave you with my kind reminder to invest in your emotional health today.